Hi, I'm Shamla, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science, Chennai. In this video, we are going to discuss few topics in data communication and networking. Covered in this video are TCP/IP network, transport layer of TCP/IP, application layer of TCP/IP, and World Wide Web. TCP/IP network, Transmission Control Protocol and the Internet Working Protocol is a set of rules and procedures that govern the exchange of message in an internet network. TCP/IP was originally developed as a protocol for networks that wanted to be connected to ARPANET, that is Advanced Research Project Agency, a US Department of Defense project. ARPANET is now known as Internet. TCP/IP and OSI model. TCP/IP is a 5-layer protocol suite whose bottom 4 layers match the OSI model fairly closely. The highest level, the application layer, corresponds to OSI's top 3 layers. At transport layer, TCP/IP defines 2 protocols, User Datagram Protocol and Internet Working Protocol. A network in a TCP/IP internet network can be a local area network, a metropolitan area network, or a wide area network. The general diagram of TCP/IP and OSI model. Network layer of TCP/IP. At the network layer, TCP/IP supports the Internet Network Protocol. IP in turn contains 4 supporting protocols: ARP, RARP, ICMP, and IGMP. The Address Resolution Protocol, that is ARP, finds the physical addresses of a device if its IP address is known. The Reverse Address Resolution Protocol, that is RARP, will find a host's IP address from its physical address. The Internet Control Message Protocol, ICMP, handles control and error messages in the IP layer. The Internet Group Message Protocol, that is IGMP, has been designed to help a multicast router identify the host in a LAN that are members of a multicast group. Internet Network Protocol. The Internet Network Protocol is defined at the network layer. IP is unreliable and connectionless. IP datagram. The IP packet, called the datagram, consists of 2 parts, a variable header and a variable data field. Diagram of Internet Network Protocol. Brief explanation of Internet Protocol diagram. The first one is version. The first field defines the version number of the IP. The current version is 4, that is IPv4. Next one is header length, HLEN. The HLEN defines the length of the header in multiples of 4 bytes. Next is service type. The service type field defines how the datagram should be handled. It has 8 bits. Next one is total length. The total length field defines the total length of the IP datagram. It has 2 byte field, that is 16 bits. Next one is identification. The identification field is used in fragmentation. It has 16 bits. Next one is flags. The bit in the flags field deal with the fragmentation. It has 3 bits. Next one is fragmentation offset. The fragmentation offset is a pointer that shows the offset of the data in the original datagram. It has 13 bits. The next field is time to live. The time to live field defines the number of hops a datagram can travel before it is discarded. It has 8 bits. Next one is protocol. The protocol field defines the upper layer protocol data or encapsulated in the datagram. It has 8 bits. Next one is header checksum. This is a 16-bit field used to check the integrity of the header, not the rest of the packet. Next one is source address. The source address field is a 4-byte internet address. It defines the original source of the datagram. Next one is destination address. The destination address field is a 4-byte internet address. It identifies the final destination of the datagram. The last one is options. The option field gives more functionality to the IP datagram. It can carry fields that control routing, timing, management, and alignment. Addressing. An internet address uniquely defines the connection of a host to its network. Each IP address consists of 4 bytes, defining 3 fields. In the previous slide, that example contains the class type as A, B, C, D, or E. Net ID must be network identification number. Host ID is host address. The class ABC networks are unicast address. Unicast means one source to one destination. Class D is reserved for multicast address. Multicasting means one source to multiple destinations. It is similar to broadcasting. Class E addresses are reserved for future use. The original data is used for some special purpose. In this diagram, the IDs of all the classes are pictured clearly. The class ranges of internet address are listed in this diagram. Next topic is subnetting. An IP address is 32 bits long. One portion of address indicates the network, that is net ID, and the other portion indicates the host or router on the network, that is host ID. Class A, B, and C in IP addressing are designed for two-level hierarchy. The host cannot be organized into groups and all of the hosts are the same level. The organization has one network with many hosts. One solution to this problem is subnetting, the further division of a network into smaller networks called subnetworks. For example, the below figure shows the network divided into 3 subnetworks. Subnetting allows an additional level of hierarchy in IP addressing. Network with 3 levels of hierarchy, that is subnetted, are pictured in this diagram. The topic is masking. Masking is a process that extracts the address of physical network from an IP address. Masking can be done whether we have subnetting or not. If we have not subnetted to the network, masking extracts the network address from an IP address. If we have subnetted, masking extracts the subnetwork address from an IP address. The next topic is transport layers of TCP/IP model. The transport layer is represented in TCP/IP by two protocols, User Datagram Protocol and Transmission Control Protocol. A protocol port is a source or destination point of executing a program in the application layer. User Datagram Protocol. UDP is unreliable and connectionless. UDP communication is port to port. The UDP packet is called a user datagram. It is an end-to-end transport layer protocol that adds only port addresses, checksum, error control, and length information to the data from the upper layer. Diagram of UDP datagram format. Explanation of UDP datagram format diagram. Source port address. The source port address is the address of its application program that has created the message. Destination port address. The destination port address is the address of the application program that will receive the message. Total length. The total length field defines the total length of the user datagram in bytes. Checksum. The checksum is a 16-bit field used in error detection. Transmission Control Protocol. TCP is reliable and connection-oriented. TCP communication is also port-to-port. The packet is called a segment. The diagram of TCP segment format. The brief explanation of TCP segment format diagram. Source port address. The source port address defines the application program in the source computer. Destination port address. The destination port address defines the application program in the destination computer. Sequence number. A stream of data from the application program may be divided into 2 or more TCP segments. The sequence number field shows the position of the data in the original data stream. Acknowledgement number. The acknowledgement number is used to acknowledge the receipt of data from the other communicating device. Header length, HLEN. The 4-bit HLEN field indicates the number of 32-bit words in the TCP header. Reserved. A 6-bit field is reserved for future use. Control. Each bit of the 6-bit control field functions individually and independently. Window size. The window is a 16-bit field that defines the size of the sliding window. Next one is checksum. The checksum is a 16-bit field used in error detection. Next one is urgent pointer. The sender is informing the receiver that there are urgent data in the data portion of the segment. Options and padding. The remainder of the TCP header defines the optional fields. The application layer of TCP/IP model. The TCP/IP application layer corresponds to the combined session, presentation, and application layers of the OSI model. Client-server model. In the client-server model, the client runs a program to request a service and the server runs a program to provide the service. These two programs communicate with each other. Bootstrap protocol. Bootstrap protocol is a client-server protocol designed to provide the information for a diskless computer or a computer that is booted for the first time. RARP provides only the IP address and not the other information. BootTP is a static configuration protocol. Next topic is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, that is DHCP. The Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol provides dynamic configuration. DHCP is an extension of BOOTP. DHCP is needed when a host moves from network to network or is connected and disconnected from a network. DHCP provides temporary IP address for a limited period of time. Domain Name System, that is DNS, is a client-server application that identifies each host on the internet with a unique user-friendly name. The domain name space is divided into three sections: generic domains, country domains, and the inverse domain. The generic domain. The generic domains define registered hosts according to their generic behavior. There are 7 generic domains, each specifying an organization type. One is country domain. Each country domain specifies a country. First level, country abbreviation. Example, US for United States. Second level, state abbreviation as a subdivision of US. Example, CA.US, that is California in the United States. Last one is the inverse domain. The inverse domain finds a domain name for a given IP address. This is called address to name resolution. Next topic is Telnet. Telnet is an abbreviation of Terminal Network. Telnet is a general purpose client-server application program. Local login. When a user logs into a local time sharing system, it is called local login. Remote login. When a user wants to access an application program or utility located on a remote machine, performs remote login. Network Virtual Terminal. Telnet uses the Network Virtual Terminal system to encode characters on the local system. File Transfer Protocol. File Transfer Protocol is a TCP/IP client-server application for copying files from one host to another. FTP requires 2 connections for data transfer, a control connection and the data connection. The control connection is made between the control processors. The data connection is made between the data transfer processor. Trivial File Transfer Protocol, that is TFTP. Trivial File Transfer Protocol is a simple file transfer protocol without the complexities and sophistication of FTP. TFTP can read or write a file for the client. Reading means copying a file from the server side to the client side. Writing means copying a file from the client side to the server side. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, that is SMTP. The TCP/IP protocol that supports email on the internet is called Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Both SMTP client and server require a user agent and a mail transfer agent. User agent. The user agent prepares the message, creates the envelope and puts the message in the envelope. The user agent is normally a program used to send and receive mail. Addresses. The addressing system used by SMTP consists of 2 parts, a local part and a domain name, separated by @sign. Local part. The local part defines the name of a specified file called the user mailbox. Domain name. An organization usually selects one or more hosts to receive and send email called mail exchanges. The form is local name @domain name. Mail transfer agent. To send a mail, a system must have a client MTA, and to receive mail, a system must have a server MTA. Multipurpose Internet Mail Extension, that is MIME, is a set of software functions that transform non-ASCII data to ASCII data and vice versa. MIME is not a mail protocol and cannot replace SMTP. It's only an extension to SMTP. Post Office Protocol, that is POP. Workstations interact with the SMTP host to retrieve messages by using a client-server protocol such as Post Office Protocol version 3, that is POP3. POP is a protocol used by a mail server in conjunction with SMTP to receive and hold mail for host. Simple Network Management Protocol, that is SNMP, is a framework for managing devices in an internet using the TCP/IP protocol suite. It provides a set of fundamental operations for monitoring and maintaining an internet. The concept is in SNMP uses the concept of manager and agent. The manager usually hosts, controls and monitors a set of agents, usually routers that runs the SNMP client program. The agent is a router or host that runs the SNMP server program. Components. SNMP uses the services of two other protocols: Structure of Management Information, that is SMI, and Management Information Base, that is MIB. SMI, it's a functions or to name objects. MIB is a collection of group of objects that can be managed by SNMP. SNMP messages. SNMP defines 5 messages: get request, get next request, set request, get response, and trap. Get request message is sent from the manager to the agent to retrieve the values of a variable. Get next request is a message sent from the manager to the agent to retrieve the next values of a variable. Get response message is sent from an agent to the manager in response to get request and get next request. Set request. The set request message is sent from the manager to the agent to set a value in a variable. Trap. The trap message is sent from an agent to the manager to report an event. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, that is HTTP, is the main protocol used to access data on the World Wide Web. HTTP functions like a combination of FTP and SMTP. SMTP messages are stored and forwarded, but HTTP messages are delivered immediately. There are two general types of HTTP messages: request and response. Request message. A request message consists of a request line, headers, and sometimes a body. Response message. A response message consists of a status line, headers, and sometimes a body. Uniform Resource Locator, that is URL. URL is a standard for specifying any kind of information on the World Wide Web. URL defines 4 things: method, host computer, port, and path. The method is a protocol used to retrieve the document. The host is a computer where the information is located. If the port is included, it should be inserted between the host and the path. Path is the path name of the file where the information is located. Last topic is World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, that is WWW, is a repository of information spread all over the world and linked together. The WWW today is a distributed client-server service in which a client using a browser can access a service using a server, this location called websites. Hypertext and hypermedia. They are the documents linked to one another through the concept of pointers. Hypertext documents contain only text. Hypermedia documents contain picture, graphics, and sound. Browser architecture. Browsers interpret and display a web document. A browser consists of a controller, client programs, and the interpreters. Categories of web document. A web document can be classified as static, dynamic, or active. Static document. A static document is one in which the contents are fixed and stored in a server. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, that is language used to create static web pages. A web page has a head and a body. Tags provide structure to a document, define titles and headers, format text, control the data flow, insert figures, link different documents together, and define executable code. Dynamic document. A dynamic web document is created by a server only at a browser request. CGI, the Common Gateway Interface, is a standard for creating and handling dynamic web documents. The use of common in CGI indicates that the standard defines a set of rules that are common to any language or platform. The term gateway here means that a CGI program is a gateway that can be used to access other resources such as databases, graphic packages, and so on. The term interface here means that there is a set of predefined terms, variables, calls, and so on that can be used in any CGI program. Active document. An active document is a copy of a program received by the client and run at the client site. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.